All right, man. Another day of free agency. Let's talk about it. So the Warriors have traded Eric Pascal to the Utah Jazz for a second round pick, probably some cap relief. Uh, I liked him. Decent bench player, got a lot of potential, and the Warriors need some players to continue to grow. They need some young players for when Curry and Clay and Draymond are done. So I didn't like this move, but for cap purposes, I understand. Can't be too mad. It is what it is. Tony Bradley is going to the Bulls on a 1 year deal. They already got Vucevic. They need a solid backup center. I'm not mad at that. Kemba is going to my Knicks. He agrees to a buyout with OKC Thunder once that's finalized. The Knicks needed some good shot creation at the guard position. That's what we really lacked in the playoffs. It was just Derrick Rose and a little bit of Alex Burke, and no one else really could create their own shot at the guard position. So I like that they went out and got someone like Kemba, especially if he's healthy and he could get to that 20-point a game mark again. Oh, man, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful to see MSG. John Collins got his bag. Rees up with the Hawks, 5 years, 125 mil. Keep that momentum going. I like what they got going on in Atlanta. Shout out to the Hawks. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, Hassan Whiteside to the Jazz. Okay. Okay. I'm not mad at that. Decent backup big, gonna give you some scoring, especially when Rudy Gobert's not in the game. He's really only a threat at the rim for lobs and putbacks. Hassan could do a little bit more than that on the offensive end. So now you got the defense and you got the offense. You got options, which Utah could really use. So I'm not mad at that. Markieff Morris leaving the Lakers, going to the Heat. I really thought he was one of the dudes who would just resign, take a vet minimum, but he got his ring already. Played with LeBron for a couple years now, and can't be mad at anyone for moving to South Beach. But now with that team with Lowry and Jimmy Butler and Bam, I like another tough defensive dude. They also got PJ Tucker, great pickup. I'm not mad at them. Now the Heat are losing Kendrick Nunn because he's going to the Lakers. I love that. They need some youth. Everyone's 32 and older on that team. It's a gentleman's club at this point. It's like they need some youth. So now they did get Kendrick Nunn, great young player, and also re-signed Taylor Horton Tucker, which they needed to do. Another great young player. Now the sign and trade for the Bulls. They got DeMar DeRozan up out of there. He's going to Chicago to play with Zach LaVine and Lonzo Ball and Vucevic. That's going to be with Thaddeus Young and Al-Farouq Aminu, who are to expiring contracts. So the Spurs could choose to re-sign these dudes on lesser deals, let them go and get some cap space, which they don't really need because no one's going to San Antonio. So just pay the vets, let them teach the youngins. DeRozan in Chicago is going to be great. The Bulls are going to be a contender. I think the ball needs to be in DeMar's hands. He's the most experienced out of Lonzo, LaVine, and Vucevic. And he's also the worst shooter. So let him drive and kick. LaVine can hit some shots. Lonzo's a better shooter. Vucevic can hit the three. Think that could work. Tony Snell to Portland. Good defensive backup guard. / small forward. I like that. Melo is in LA. Melo to Lala. Oh man, let's talk about LeBron and Carmelo going at it for years since high school, and now to see them play together and see Melo in a position where he can contend and possibly get a ring. Couldn't be happier. Anyone who was a New York Knicks fan, anyone who's a Melo fan, a Syracuse fan, a Nuggets fan, you just happy for Melo, man. He was almost out the league, and now he's with his best friend. It's beautiful. Malik Monk is also going to the Lakers. Interesting. He took a minimum. I thought he could get a little bit more money somewhere else. I thought someone would have given him more money, but maybe he just wants to win. He's in Charlotte for a long time, so he doesn't really know what winning is. I like that. Another shooter. Lakers really put a roster together very quickly. Steph Curry got the bag. Signed another $200+ million contract, the first in NBA history. That man is rich. Patty Mills going to the Brooklyn Nets. 2-year deal for $12 million. Great backup point guard. A bit of an overpay in my opinion, but it's Patty Mills, man. Robin Lopez is going to the Magic. I have no idea why, but I actually wanted him to go to the Lakers. He'd be a great backup center, but can't be mad at that. Taj Gibson coming back to the Knicks. I wanted that to happen. Big surprise, Andre Drummond going to the Philadelphia 76ers. I thought he had beef with Joel Embiid, and I thought he could just start for the Lakers and contend for a ring. I guess just because Joel Embiid's going to be hurt, they're going to load manage, he's going to get more touches, he's probably going to get more shots, but him and Ben Simmons on the floor at the same time is terrible. Terrible. Shout out to Charles Barkley. Terrible. Now Rodney Hood is going to the Milwaukee Bucks. Good shooter. I like him. Good shooter. He's really spotty. He could get very hot and also be very cold. But when he's on. He is a bucket. I like that. So Milwaukee's going to get him. Brooklyn also nabs James Johnson. Good defensive vet. Like that. Could also hit some threes. That's cool. Also bringing back Bruce Brown. I like that. The Warriors are getting... Oh, Bellisa. Yeah, okay. Good shooter, stretch 4. That's how they want to play. Oh, the Utah Jazz also got Rudy Gay. Oh, man. The Jazz are going to be a problem, especially if Donovan Mitchell is healthy. Oh, man, they're going to be a problem. Sam Dekker returns to the NBA, to the Raptors. From what I remember him as a Rocket, he was a pretty good shooter, kind of athletic. Not really a game changer, but... yeah, that's interesting. See, am I missing anything else? The Raptors are letting go of Aaron Baines. Ooh, Lakers. Get that man. You better get that man. Good 3-point shooter. Get that man. Victor Oladipo's returning to the Heat. Oh, man, the Heat are going to be loaded, especially if he gets healthy. Oh, man, the healthy Victor Oladipo. With Lowry and Butler, Bam. Oh, man, PJ Tucker. Oh. The Heat are a dark horse. I'm telling y'all now, the Heat are a dark horse. And as Kanter's going back to the Celtics. Solid big, great rebounder. Doesn't push the needle for them, doesn't get them over the hump, but solid nonetheless. Brent Forbes is going back to San Antonio. Don't know why. I would have liked to see him as a Laker. I want everyone to go to the Lakers. I'm a big Melo fan. I want the Lakers to win now. Still Knicks high, but I guess it's go Lakers now. Speaking of Lakers, they let go of Alfonso McKinney. Frees up another spot. Could sign another dude. Like Baines, who I just said. LeBron, if you're listening. George Hill is going to the Bucks. That's cool. Try to win a ring. Ish Smith is going to the Hornets. I don't know why. They have a lot of guards there, but it's cool. All right. Adele Nader's going to the Suns. Good defensive player. Kind of like that. Can't really be mad at that. All right, man. Free agency is still going. There's still some dominoes. Right now is the role player time. These are the X factors. Now is the time you go get the bench dudes who are going to hit the clutch streak when it's like 4 minutes left and change the momentum. So free agency is far from over. Let's see what happens.